beautiful creatures. Thank you for coming back for another video. If this is your first time here, welcome. My name is Stevie, and I read tarot cards intuitively and channel messages from my guides, your guides, and spirit. So this is advice from your higher self. Let's see what you have to say. So the first card we have here is Sage, card 6. With blessings. I definitely feel like you are being protected right now. This is the moon and Saturn, so I definitely do feel like you're being protected from something right now, that whether or not you see it as a blessing in this moment, it very much is so. That you are wrapped in unconditional love. Maybe you're going through a period of healing or self-exploration, but know that if something you really wanted did not work out for you, that is a blessing and not some sort of, the world happening against you. That was happening for you, and you may not understand it yet, but it'll make sense at some point. So it'll make sense when it's supposed to. Snow, silence, card 34, which is 7, is reduced to, and which is a very spiritual number, of course, number of the chakras, the main chakras that we talk about. And I do feel a sense of going within, and if you don't trust me when I say that that was a blessing, whatever it was that you're disappointed in, go within yourself, and you very much understand that as well. We have the third house here, house 3, early learning, childhood relations, and the rational mind and communication. So when I think of the third house, I think of, again, childhood memories, sibling relationships, dynamics within the household growing up. And I like to think about how, in psychology and childhood development, between the ages of 3 and 8 years old is when we are really learning how to interact in every situation in our entire life. How can I explain this? So whether or not you saw your parents fighting or how they were dealing with situations, this is how you learn how to deal with situations. So everything that we've kind of picked up between the ages of 3 and 8, and that's that we have to go pretty far back, pretty deep, to reprogram and take all of those limitations off. So I do feel like there's maybe a message there, and that maybe your reaction to whatever happened here, this blessing, because I do feel like there's blessings coming in all sorts of ways. I just do feel this sense of disappointment or almost regret, of not getting something or being passed over, but spirit, your higher self really want you to know that this is a blessing. 3 of 3 on the timer, and you will see that when the time's right. Make a vision board, card 33. So that's funny, we just saw 3 of 3, which kind of reduces to 33. You just remove the zeros, right? And make a vision board. So I do feel like a really powerful time of manifestation with the blessings, being blessed and protected. I feel like that's maybe why you're being gently nudged and encouraged in another direction, because you are so powerful, and your higher self is encouraging you to really think about what it is that you truly want. What if it, again, if this is a situation that didn't become fruitful for you, or you didn't get, or again, you were looked over for whatever reason, what was it in that situation that would have made you happy? Because you can get that happiness in other places. So really think about that. That's what I feel from the Make a Vision card. And our last card is, oh, I love this, the Alchemist. So again, we're manifesting, we're building the future that we want. Think about when you're, again, I feel like we're going back, we're reprogramming, removing any limitations from our childhood, but also while we're back there, we're in those memories, think of the good things that we liked from our childhood as well, so we can manifest and create that into the life that we want. And because I do feel and if anyone is familiar with me or anything that I do, inner child work is so important, connecting with your inner child. I feel like that solves so many issues and allows you to respond, not react. And I do have a workshop on that is free, and that goes up every once in a while. We do live, so please check out my website, join the mailing list, whatever you feel like you need to do, send me an email, and we can get you on the wait list for that. So that's really cool. But I really do feel there's a sense of, oh, it's so beautiful. I just cut the deck from the Empress and the Mother of Cups, the Queen of Cups. So I do a really sense of, yeah, I feel like your higher self wants you to love yourself and treat yourself like the Empress, right? She does not chase, she attracts. Think about what it is that you want and let it come to you. But of course, with that being said, we do need to take action. But I think the most important part is make the decision based on what you want for yourself, the future you love, you're going to be happy in. So maybe sit with that for a little bit and see, ooh, thank you. See what comes out. I'm just going to get 2 or 3 more cards to start. Thank you. And maybe one. Oh, thank you. Okay. So the first card we have is the Ace of Swords, the 5 of Cups, the World card. There's 3 left. Okay. We'll do 4 and 2. The 6 of Pentacles, King of Swords or Father of Swords, and the 7 of Cups. So I do feel like there's been this sense of you having this great idea of towards something and it being taken away, or like the rug pulled from underneath your face, or your feet underneath your face. That was weird. Maybe it did happen like right underneath your nose or underneath your face. Something very unfortunate, and I'm sorry for whatever that is in your circumstance happened to you, and it broke your heart. But I think what your higher self is trying to say, like in the original 5 of Cups, right? Like we're looking at 3 spilt cups with 2 beautiful chalices standing behind. And I know in the deck, the second deck I have here, the 5 of Cups, has a brand new bottle of wine beside it. Like there are beautiful things that are going to come of this once you learn the lessons. And I think the lesson is really to value yourself and know that, like, think bigger, right? If you didn't get that, it's because that's beneath you in some way. You're meant for more. Because again, the world here just really cites that, like, this is an end of a cycle. This is an old version of yourself. We're starting as a new version of yourself. Something that's going to be kind, giving towards you and others. We're going to be truthful with ourselves and make, I feel like, good plans and good choices is what I'm getting from this. And having the option, I feel like maybe that's the problem. Maybe you feel like you have a lack of options. And then again, seeing the value of yourself, knowing you have many. On the bottom of the deck, oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to stop here. We have the Mother of Swords, the Mother of Wands, the 8 of Swords, the Hanged Man, and the 9 of Cups. And this is so gorgeous because I do feel like there was something, like maybe you were like really feeling yourself, your energy, and something knocked you off the tracks, right? And it kind of got you inside of your head, this beautiful cocoon. This butterfly's in their cocoon period. And when you think about the metamorphosis period for a butterfly, that's not a comfortable period, right? They're literally dissolving themselves into goop and reforming and transmuting and transforming into this beautiful butterfly. They come out a different person. So whatever the situation is, this disappointment, you will come out of as a different person. You just need to see the different perspectives being offered to you right now. And sometimes that's not very, that's a lot easier to say than it is to experience in the moment. And my best advice from being there myself, 909 on the timer, is take a few deep breaths and try to take an expansive step out. Maybe think of it as how would you advise your friends in that situation, or a loved one. But we're moving towards our 9 of Cups, right? We're going towards our wishes come true. And why this is important for seeing all of these perspectives, or maybe it's a point of looking back and seeing where you've come from. Maybe that's the perspective that you really need to see right now. But I do feel like, and I'm just going to cut the deck here, the Ace of Wands. I'm going to take all those cards here because they were kind of sticking out. But there's something in yourself that you don't see. You're underestimating, you're undervaluing yourself, and your higher self is asking you to no longer do that. And on the when I cut the deck here, yeah, so we have the Ace of Wands, the Father of Cups, or the King of Cups, and the Chariot. It's just, again, we're it's a newfound passion within yourself, getting control of your emotions and who you are, a very, like, a complete sense of who you are. And the Chariot is success and moving forward, being balanced. So I think that's incredibly beautiful, and something to look forward to if that's not what you're experiencing right now. Like, if you are in the thick of it, if you were in the head horse phase of it all right now, the disappointment, know that it's coming, and it'll be here soon. So we have these beautiful cutie Secrets of the Witch cards, and we have the Witch's Familiar. Witches work well with familiars, animal companions that become part of their magical family. Pay attention. The witch sends you a spirit animal message to stay straight from her beloved familiar. So maybe the next animal you see, like literally, like look at your window, maybe there's a bunny, a bird, a bug, something on TV, whatever it is, the next animal you see, look up the meaning, 111 on the timer. Look at the meaning. Like the spiritual meaning, or like the guide meaning of that animal, because I guarantee you that will be a very specific message to each and all of you, because it'll all be very different. And then lastly here, we're going to end with this Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle. I love these so much. I'm also going to read directly from the book, because honestly, like, she writes these so eloquently, like so much better than I could ever say. So we have the card here of expectations. Don't seek anyone's approval, which is card 12, reduces to 3, which is a number of like self-mastery. Don't seek anyone's approval. People will always have their own expectations of who they think you should be. Their opinions are almost always based on restrictive social norms, and therefore extremely unrealistic. No matter what they tell you, remember that you have permission to be whoever it is you most wish to be. You don't need anyone else's approval, only yours. So whoever needed that message, I hope that it reached you. I love your guts and growth bits, and cheers to your success, because your dreams are going to come true. You just need to see all of the perspectives you're being shown right now. That's a really beautiful message. Take care. Bye.